A lot of stuff happening this week. A lot of stuff in sports. As a matter of fact, right before we started this here thing, we found out that is it our favorite fighters? I know he's one of mine.
I like him. I think he's an entertainer. I like him because he talks shit.
Yeah, he's a masterclass. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
he's a masterclass.
Conor stepping back into the octagon.
Yep.
Against Khabib.
Yeah, Khabib. Is that how you pronounce it?
Khabib, I think.
Khabib.
Khabib. It's spelled Khabib. Khabib.
Why is the K there?
Now, when you first text me, and I was hoping you wouldn't text me when you found out.
You were hoping that you wish I probably didn't have social media still. You wish I didn't have Instagram downloaded.
Yeah, a little bit, because I wanted to spring it on you.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You don't know who Khabib is.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with you with everything with fighting and everything like that. So, I mean, I've seen some fights. You know, I heard about his last fight. I heard he kind of was like. There's some times where he's kind of looking
iffy.
Yeah. Like he could have got slept if he was fighting somebody with a better stand-up game.
It's different. Here's the thing. Up until that point, he has been like a monster. When I was in high school, when I was at I think it may have been either a sophomore or junior in high school. So this is 2013, right?
Yeah.
2013, 2012. I was looking at this guy before he even entered the UFC.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy's a fucking killer.
You think so?
Yeah, he was 20-something and 0 at that point. You know he hasn't lost. He's never lost.
Yeah, I know he's not lost, yeah.
Okay. Now, I love Conor. Conor's my second favorite fighter.
Besides who? Besides John
Jones.
John Jones, yeah. What about Daniel Cormier though, real quick?
He's awesome to watch.
But he's not one of your top. Is he your top 3? That's on a real side note.
Of watching?
Of just your favorite fighters.
Yeah, he'd probably make. He's more of a top 5, top 10 though.
Okay.
A few of my favorite fighters have kind of slipped.
Yeah.
Since I was originally watching my senior junior year of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, but DC is probably top 10, top 5. I think it's definitely respectable what he's done.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But anyways, now I said this and I was thinking it in my head because I knew okay, Khabib's gonna be coming up soon. He's gonna want to fight, and I thought as soon as the Eddie Alvarez fight happened.
Is that who he fought last?
Yeah, in the octagon.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty because he fought Jose Aldo, then fought Eddie Alvarez. No, then he fought. Did he fight for Jose Aldo, then Nate Diaz twice, then Eddie Alvarez?
Oh, you're talking about Conor McGregor right now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well he fought Eddie Alvarez, who's the champion at 55, who he's a badass in his own right. And then what happened? Did he fight? I remember.
I mean,
timeline.
I'm pretty sure he didn't he knock out Aldo or Alvarez first round. Both of them first round?
No.
Or?
Alvarez was second or third round. I think Alvarez was second round. Jose Aldo was first round, in first couple seconds of the fight.
Okay.
If you're are you looking it up?
I'm kind of looking up, yeah.
Okay, just look up Conor McGregor's record because it'll show chronological order. But anyways, he's a bad dude himself, and his weak points are his wrestling and his stamina.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
okay.
I was rewatching the Nate Diaz fight versus Conor, the second one, and they were talking about how he looked gassed after I think the first 2 rounds, which I think he won.
Yeah.
And then he was just gassed after that.
Yeah. I mean, he's still a fun fucking fighter to watch. Now, here's the problem. Khabib, and his last fight, he was running in with his chin up, and then he would take him down and smash him. Every now and then he would try, and it was Ali Quinta, who he was supposed to be fighting for the title against Tony Ferguson.
Yeah.
He's a badass too. You know, Ali Quinta is bad, but he stepped in on short notice. But he wasn't even supposed to fight him. I think what he was doing in that fight, the reason people are saying that is because he was he had his chin up. He was just walking forward the whole time, and against a technical striker Conor, you definitely don't want to do that, you know. But when he first beat Eddie, Khabib was the scariest. Me being a Conor fan, I did not want him to fight Khabib.
And for what reason? Just for
I
that
think
Conor's not good at wrestling, and
No.
Khabib's better.
Khabib's wrestling is the best wrestling I've ever seen in the octagon. It's scary.
Okay.
It's really fucking scary. His style of fighting gives Conor problems, real problems. I've always been like, Conor's kind of an underdog here, but I'm secretly like, okay, pull it out. With Eddie, and I think even that, I was like, it's a tough matchup, but I thought Conor was going to win. This is the first time. I think
you won pretty convincingly on those fights, yeah.
Definitely. This is the first time I don't think Conor's going to win it, dude.
I think he wins, and I'll provide my reasoning why. I'm not going
to... Now, if Khabib goes in there and does the same thing he did against Ale Quinta, then he's going to lose the first 2 rounds. First round.
Yeah.
But I think if Khabib just, gets back to his stance and then literally just wrestles him, Conor's fucked.
Okay, I'll have a point. I have a question before I get into the reason why I think Conor wins. So if Khabib does that the whole night, where he just ground game, are you gonna not say that's not a boring fight to watch?
For me, I like seeing some wrestling. I love seeing that shit. Just grinding it out, just putting him up against the fence, pounding the shit out of him. I like seeing that. Now,
because Nate Diaz's second fight versus Conor McGregor, that was a fight. That was a brawl.
Oh yeah,
and that's probably my favorite match.
Nate Diaz wants to box. They want to bang. Both those guys. Khabib is just a straight up wrestler. He mauls people. He just fucking throws them on the ground and sits on top of them. Drinks a Coke while he does it.
And you don't think Conor has good enough stand-up game wrestling game to match Khabib just to survive, so where he can get back to standing?
No.
Do you think that Khabib will take him down once, and that could be the end of the fight if he takes him down? It's that bad.
Once per round. It's really.
So
bad.
if he takes him down once per round, you're saying that he's gonna.
Are you putting words? Are you?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you a genuine question right now because you're saying that
scares me. If Conor can just work on not getting taken down,
you're gonna give it to Conor.
Yeah. And I think here's actually what I predict. Okay, if Conor wins, it's gonna be within the first 2 rounds.
Okay. Yep. Because that's what he normally does if he knocks someone out. Yeah.
If it goes past the 2 rounds,
then stamina you think is gonna be an issue.
Yeah, and that's not good.
I would agree with you.
That's not good with wrestling.
Yeah.
You don't want to get low on stamina and then wrestle people in the 3rd and 4th or 5th rounds.
I think the stamina thing is an issue for him for sure. I mean, I think if he had better stamina, I think he would probably win. He would have a better chance of winning, obviously. But like you said, he's not really good wrestling and isn't it, since I'm not really familiar with wrestling, isn't wrestling kind of a good way to, catch your breath if you're not on bottom or how you say that?
No.
No?
It's not good.
So how do you how would you even catch your breath then? Or is it just an all-out thing where you're fighting basically the whole time and you have no chance to catch your breath, or is there strategies where you can catch your breath?
Wait for the bell to ring.
And that's it?
Keep it standing.
Okay.
Because when it's standing, I'm assuming Conor's going to put the pressure on him, and that's when it'll be interesting, because I want to see if Khabib tries to fight back standing or if he goes for, friggin' takedown.
Okay, I understand that. So I'm looking at.
Look at his. Is there a percentage of his takedowns that he lands or that he gets?
Khabib's percentage of total takedowns avoided is 85%.
Yeah. And how many landed?
His strikes avoided 70. Let me see if there's total takedowns 45% successful. Total attempt strikes 49% successful. That's for Khabib. And let me see if I can open Conor's real quick and give you those numbers. Let's see.
Man, you're good at typing.
Yeah, I type loud. I'm sorry about that.
No, I like it.
I like it just because, the keyboard kind of helps with that too.
And Conor's actually an underdog.
Yeah. It wouldn't make sense. He hasn't fought in, 2 years now? So, why wouldn't he be an underdog?
Yeah.
So, takedown defense. Conor has total takedown defense of 74%. The percentage total Yeah, total percentage of total strikes avoided is 57%. Is that better than Khabib's or no? Let me check. That's not better than Khabib. So Khabib's defense is fucking good. Good defense. Total takedowns, Conor has 63% when he does go, but I mean that's a mere 5 out of 8. Total attempted strikes is at 48%. So I mean they're pretty close. I mean Khabib goes for a lot more takedowns, and he has around the same. He has more strikes than Conor, but he's like the exact same percentage of hitting.
Yeah.
So I mean it'll be a good fight. I personally pick Conor for a few reasons. Not fighting reasons at all. These aren't going to be based off fighting. They're just going to be based off what?
Your gut.
My gut. Now I don't know about you, but when my back's personally against the wall,
and that.
This is what I'm saying. His back, he's got something to like. Khabib has something to prove, obviously, because he hasn't fought Conor. I've kind of like looked through his fighting list. For someone who doesn't watch the UFC often or doesn't really know names, I don't really know any of these guys that much. I think I watched his last fight versus Alaquinta, however you pronounce that, but I haven't like all the other fights. I don't really know anyone on that list. So, I mean, he could be looking for that like kind of staple win.
Yeah. This is definitely be it.
Yeah, it would be, in my opinion, a staple win. But I feel as though for the reason that Conor would have in this fight, his back's going to be against the wall. He's obviously an underdog. He hasn't fought in 2 years, and that could be a definite disadvantage to him that he's behind. He hasn't fought anyone for 2 years. A lot of people probably say he should take a warm-up fight.
He probably should, but right now, at this point, he's going for money. And,
yeah.
And I guess like people would still watch if he fought like a cupcake, if there is one in the sport of fighting, but it's like what's the most logical matchup, and it's probably going to be the champion.
Yeah.
And people are saying that it's if he gets past Khabib, which I think that's pretty like literally. I didn't think that against Nate Diaz. I was thinking this would be a good one, but I was saying that just so people would come over
and watch the fight. You thought McGregor was going to handle him?
Yeah, I thought he was going to come back, do this thing where he's like, "Yo, I'm back," and he was going to give him the business, and it was still a good fight. I'm going to unlock the door real quick.
All right, so I'm talking here by myself here, folks. Tanner, I think, is going to get the door for Caroline. I'm not for sure though. He's getting the door for Caroline because there are guests downstairs.
So, where is I at? With the Conor. We've been on this for a minute too.
I can't remember what you were saying.
Okay, so I was thinking, there's a small chance he loses the Nate Diaz fight, the second one.
Yes.
I was thinking the Jose Aldo fight. I was thinking, this will be a good one. Jose Aldo has been the best of the best for, I think a decade it was, or something like that, almost a decade. It'd be a good one. He goes out there, shocks the world. Okay, Eddie Alvarez fight. I was thinking, damn. I'm sorry, I'm losing my breath. Eddie Alvarez is a killer.
Yeah.
That one I really thought I don't know what to expect. He went out there, destroyed him. Okay. This is the one where I think this is the first one besides because I take the Floyd fight. I completely take that out of the way. I don't think about that. But this fight is the one that it really me being I was first one of the first Conor friends around me. I was like, hey yo, you see Conor McGregor? They're like, he's that Irish guy, and now everybody fucking knows Conor.
Yeah.
But this one, it really just all I've seen Khabib fight a lot.
Yeah.
And it scares me for Conor.
I think Conor knocks him out in 4.
4?
Fourth round. I think he knocks him out.
Shit.
I don't know why 4, but I was thinking about it earlier. I think he knocks him out in 4. I think just due to the sheer fact that I feel like Conor's the type of guy that when he has his back against the wall, that he performs better. I think this would be the exact fight where people are going to doubt him. He's coming back off a 2-year layoff after the court case. A lot of people probably hate him for what he did with the bus incident.
Of course not.
But I think it's kind of a fight he's going to try to prove himself again. And I think that's probably the main reason I would pick Conor over Khabib and winning it.
Dude, I see it the same. Like, there's both ways that I could see this happening. But me being like, okay, my heart's telling me Conor. Because we want to see that storybook ending. We want to see him beat the unbeaten and then go on to face the GOAT.
Who's the GOAT?
George St. Pierre.
Okay, gotcha. I wasn't for sure who this is.
Hey,
I knew who that is. I just didn't know.
Think about it, okay? If Conor wins this, 155-pound champ again.
Yeah.
Next fight, GSP. Then end it, Nate Diaz trilogy.
And that's his final fight. You're saying the Nate Diaz fight's his final fight. Okay, so would you say
that'd be fucking?
That'd be awesome. That'd be great to see.
Okay,
but
one thing that I really wanted to say is the best thing for the sport, I think, would be for Conor to win.
Oh yeah.
Because if Conor lost, it would be a shit show.
Oh yeah.
For rematches, and that's another thing. Hey, I think he gets a fucking rematch right after. But there's so many guys at 155 that are like, hey, when's my turn? And it's just like, no, because everybody at 155 just wants the hype. Just wants the mega, the super fights.
I think it would be bad in a sense just for, like, the whole UFC. You have Conor who's, hype, entertainer. Like, a lot of people know him. A lot of people want to see this fight just because of him.
Holy shit. I just put – okay, Nate Diaz got scheduled to fight.
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
Who did Dustin Poirier? Dustin Poirier just beat Eddie Alvarez. Nate wins against Dustin Poirier. He gets bumped up in the rankings. That sets him up for a title shot when he's been gone forever.
Fucking Illuminati. Basically, a conspiracy is going to happen, is what Tanner's saying. A lot of people I was seeing on comments were saying that one of them was going to back out. Khabib or Conor was going to back out of the fight, and then Nate was going to replace him. I don't know why they were saying that, but just people in the comments were saying that.
I don't think so. I think if something were to happen, Khabib would miss weight.
So if Conor loses this fight, do you think he's done? Do you think he retires, or do you think he goes for the rematch?
No, he doesn't want to walk away on a L.
He doesn't want to pull a Rousey.
No. He's more of a purebred. Like, he's more like
Okay, so since you don't think that, where would you rank Conor if he wins this fight?
Ooh, shit.
Are you gonna? So you had him, what you said, second as your favorite fighters of all time?
It depends on what Jones does, because he is right there with John Jones for me, anyways. He's right there with John Jones for my favorite fighters.
Yeah, I like them both because they're both kind of entertainers.
But if we're talking GOAT, I don't think it does it for me.
You don't think it puts him over the top?
No, because
he would have to run the table to beat GSP after he beat Khabib, and then Nate Diaz.
Yeah,
third one.
And then how can you say no?
Yeah.
Because who else he beat?
Who?
Max Holloway.
Oh yeah, and he's the title. He holds title.
At 45.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And he also beat Dustin Poirier. Who else? But, that's just, whatever. That could be, like I said, it could go either way for that one, I think.
So if you had to put money on the fight, who are you putting it on?
My brain tells me Khabib, and my heart tells me Conor, which
makes sense.
My heart always tells me Conor. I was literally saying my heart tells me Conor with the Floyd, matchup.
Yeah. He looked good in the first couple rounds.
For real, though, dude. He looked good.
If he had some harder punches, he caught him a few times, but, he just didn't have hard enough punches.
I don't know. I think he gets clowned too much over that fight, because I think...
I think he did well. I think even Floyd gives him props. Did you see that post that Floyd posted?
Yeah,
it's like the Conor jab or something, or he literally calls a training technique he does now, something after Conor.
The thing is, though, Conor, he had no business being in that ring. Let's be real. He had no business being in the ring with people who would say it was the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And he went out there and he won some rounds.
Yeah.
And also, boxing's fucking stupid. I hate boxing. I really do.
Boxing's tough because there's they're not really good with the scorecards. There's a lot of
shit.
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
But I hate boxing for that very reason. And also, it's I don't know what the standing is it 10 count or something? I don't know, but
It's standing 10 count, yeah.
And that's why they stopped the fight. I mean, yeah, he started getting laid into there.
I think it's because I think it's after a certain period of time. If he doesn't throw a punch back, then they end it. I think that's why they ended. He wasn't throwing punches back, and so that's basically that signal to them that he's exhausted or he's kind of going out of it.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but that's the way that shit is. Is there anything else you have to say more about the Conor? Any questions?
No, we'll just have to
pick the brain.
I'm good with it for now. We'll just have to wait till October 6th, or
is that when it is?
I think it is October 6th. Yeah.